Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning to your boy, Pfunk, Thinking Right, at my YouTube classroom where I do what I do for you. Today, we go in the direction of writers and 25 rules to live by, storytelling, story with a message, message of the story. I'm going back to the old format where I'm going to express the point, and my point today is going to be spiritual knowledge over ignorance. Who you rolling with? Let's see who you know who I'm going with. Let me break it down for you. Hopefully you can enjoy it, have some fun with this one. Try to get you a little light on some spiritual knowledge, which is what we need. I ain't going there. Here we go. Spiritual knowledge is having knowledge of God, the spirit that's in us. I'm going to show you, explain to you, and break it down how that is conceptually. Okay. Spiritual knowledge is learning who you are with the use of ancient Egyptian myths. Okay? I'm moving on. That's what you need. Spiritual knowledge, that's what it's about. Spiritual knowledge is to learn thyself through right living. Maya. Daily. Practice until you get it right. Like Mr. Wright. Next one is spiritual knowledge is what will improve you as a person because it's all about building your character. And as you take off the superfluities, as the Masonic orders call it, the rough edges in your character, meaning the jealousy, the anger, the egoism, all those are bad character traits that you can work on, and that's what right thinking is all about doing. That's how it works for you, trust me. Spiritual knowledge is what right thoughts philosophy teaches right thinkers. I'm going to teach you and explain to you in a basic and simple form how you can be the best you can be. I love that idea. Okay? Just tune in and pay attention. Don't get caught up in this. Listen to the rhetoric. That's what's important because that's what you need to be getting. The rhetoric. Knowledge of self is spiritual knowledge. Again, right thoughts, concepts is based on you knowing your God. So I got every concept I'm going to give you, every analogy I can give you, every direction I can give you to get that point across to you. That's important. Excuse me. All right, here we go. Right thoughts philosophy's goal is to teach you who you really are. God. Females, goddesses. There we go. I get the rolling. I got to stay on I got to stay on track. I ain't got much time, so I can't do the jumping around. So it's going to be precise and to the point, hopefully. Right thinkers are those who want better for themselves. You're in search of yourself, so to speak. I get it. I understand it. I used to be one. So trust me. Trust me. Right thoughts philosophy will round out your character inside first. It's all about making your personality better. And all that's about building a character from the inside out. There you go. You can have knowledge have knowledge about a lot of things. Yeah, you scholarly, you read books, you know about this and that. But watch this. But knowledge of self, if you ain't got that, you ain't got jack. Yeah, I said it. Don't care how smart you are. All right? I digress. Right thoughts philosophical concepts will instruct you on spiritual knowledge. That's my goal. That's what I'm trying to get to you. When you got spiritual knowledge, oh, you got something. You got scholarly knowledge, you got book knowledge, you got, but spiritual knowledge. Okay, there we go. Next one is ignorance. We know it's still alive, and a lot of times it's strong, but guess what? Ignorance is still wrong. Let me prove it to you. Being ignorant in today's time is a choice, a bad one at that. If you don't get information, because we're in the age of Aquarius, representing the information age, if you don't Google, or you don't YouTube, or whatever it is they got out there, that's a choice that you made. Not a good one, again. Ignorance of spiritual knowledge, no excuse for that. I ain't saying I'm the only one doing it. I just do it the way I do it. But we got a bunch of people out here who's helping us as a people to wake up and do better. I just refuse to insult you, berate you, and belittle you with whatever it is I think you're not doing right. Not my concern. I'm giving you message and information on what I do. Hopefully you pick up that and understand it, and then you can use it. I'm not beating you over the head with what you're doing, what you ain't doing. Don't do that. Don't aspire to it. I know it don't work, so I don't advocate it. Don't work for me, so whatever I don't like, I don't do to other people. That means you do unto others as you would like others to do unto you. I live that one. That's one of the writings of the rules. Okay? Here you go. Ignorance is like a disease. Yeah. You can't live with it, but so long. Things are going to go wrong. Meaning if you're ignorant, you're going to make bad decisions, and your life going to constantly be fettered with a bunch of drama and things that you causing yourself due to your ignorance. Don't blame nobody, but because you're ignorant, you will. I almost said something, but I ain't going there. I'm trying to be good. Ignorance is like being asleep and the house is burning up and you won't wake up to get out. I'll leave that one there. Ignorance is not a good thing for no one. It's bad for any and everyone. I don't advocate ignorance. My job is to eradicate ignorance. That means I'm trying to enlighten you. Ignorance is darkness. Information, knowledge is light. I'm only dispensing light. Okay, next one is God. The essence is spiritual. What's inside our body, the spirit, that's God. Let's talk about that. Right Thoughts philosophy teaches that the spirit, which is God, is in us. Told you, I digress. Moving on. Right Thoughts philosophy is God-based on spirituality and being conscious of it. There's when the knowledge comes in at. Spirit, God. Knowledge, knowing God is in me. Being conscious, you see where I'm going with this? You following? Remember, it's in the rhetoric. You got to listen. I'm talking. I'm telling you something. I ain't just running my mouth trying to be fast talking, slicking. No, I'm trying to give you information. I'm trying to make sure you're getting the information I'm giving you. Okay, here you go. Right Thoughts philosophy teachings of living a God-fearing life, doing His will. I'm going to do what's right because that's what's godly. That's divinity. That's divineness. That's goodness. That's righteous. And being that my name is right, okay, but no, the bottom line is I'm going to try to every day and every action and everything I encounter to do it right. That's just me. Yeah, I'm a little, with the OCD about doing the right thing. Yeah, I'm, it annoys the hell out of some people. Don't care. Next one is Right Thoughts philosophies. Right Thought philosophy holds you accountable for you doing the right thing based on according what you think is best for you. I gave my son, he did a Puma commercial about 20 years ago, and he's high school senior. They asked me, Pop, what advice would you give your son? I wasn't spiritually awakened then, but I was always hood, parameters awakened. I was always conscious of what's going on. So I gave my son the advice to make decisions based on what's best for you, and you can live with the ramifications of that decision. If somebody else encouraged you to do something that you don't want to do, you might not want to live with the ramifications. It might not be in your benefit. But if you make it based on what's best for you, every situation that you deal with, based on what you did for you, you can deal with it. I did, good and bad. So don't try to shun your responsibility for making a decision. Just make better decisions. I do. Last one is, Right Thoughts philosophy goal is to make you realize who you are. God, trust me. If you come to that conclusion by putting the work in, it's worth it. Nihas, that spiritual awakening, ain't nothing better. Okay? I've been telling you that years ago, so I'm so far past that one. I'm just trying to get you to understand there's a purpose and a goal and a reward behind you doing the right thing. It is. Ain't got nothing to do with man. I digress. Here you go. 2-minute warning. Knowledge of God is knowing thyself. Let's break that down right quick for you. I got a few minutes. There we go. Right thoughts philosophy will teach you right thinkers. With daily use, you are making yourself better. Why? Because you get used to doing what? The right thing. Living my out, whatever you want to call it, but trust me, take a challenge and do the best you. Be your best you on a day-to-day basis. Can't go wrong. Right thoughts philosophy is gaining spiritual knowledge and then using it to know something, to hear me say it, to understand it. But then after you implement it, it's a waste of your time. Not necessarily mine, because I'm just giving it to you and I do it. So I ain't wasting my time. I'm giving you, all you got to do is use it. If not, then you're wasting your time. Don't waste your time. Here you go. Right thoughts philosophy will enlighten you to yourself when you know it. Ooh, buddy, you know you're in the right place. Trust me. Right thinkers who put in their work will be rewarded for their work. Remember, I was one. Now I'm the master. Get it? I'm looking, trying to help you. Okay, come on now. Come on, young people. Come on, I need some young people. There you go. Last one. Right thinkers who obtain God knowledge, they know themselves. Hence, know thyself. If you know who you are, you know who God is. Interesting point of view there. My right thinkers, think about that. Remember, listen, reflect, meditate. That's for listening, meditating, and learning for the better.